Welcome back, and today what we're going to be doing is, well, first of all, we're going to be releasing a lot of videos today, more than likely, so sorry in advance. I did not realize that we only had until the 25th at 8 p.m. to put videos out on Vorn on the content creator program, so I am going to try and rush through a number of these videos so that I can actually get the rewards for them. Like I said, sorry in advance on the release schedule. Hopefully next week, now that I am, the busy week is done, I should be back to normal releases. Sun Wukong is going to be Thursday. I will release a video on that. But today is about a kit breakdown of Vorn. Now, I did not end up getting him, unfortunately, but that's how life goes. Sometimes you get the units, sometimes you don't. I got lucky with Nistia and Numera, did not with Vorn. I got a number of legendaries, just didn't get any of Vorn. I did get one Helga, though. So, pretty much, we'll go through this video pretty quick. I'm going to try and keep it under 10 minutes for you guys, that way get in, get out, and call it a day. So he is a magic damage dealing marksman. He does single target attack and continuous damage. He is a poison guy. He does do some ally buffing and offensive dispel. So he covers a lot here. We'll get into his dispel and all that here shortly. But his talent, first of all, can inflict 2 types of poison on the target. Pretty much what this means is it can be 2 stacks of poison instead of just 1 stack of poison. So he can stack up to 20 stacks instead of just 10. When dealing damage, the basic attack has a 33% chance to inflict 1 stack of poison and a 33% chance to inflict 1 stack of different poison. So he can stack both. When poison effects expires from the hero's attacked target, the hero gains 1% attack increase for each stack of poison expired from this target for 15 seconds, up to 20%. So if you have a poison explode, all of them expire all at once, he gets a 20% attack increase for 15 seconds. Solid. That'll help him out. His basic attack goes up to 120% damage to 1 enemy. Alright. Looks to be a single hit. So there's that. We'll come back to his ultimate. Passive number 1. Deals 3 instances of 70% damage and inflicts 2 types of poison on the target for each stack of poison on the target. For each stack of poison on the target, increases damage dealt to them by 1%, up to 30% increase. Each time successfully inflicting or refreshing a poison reduces this skill's cooldown by 1 second. So it's got a 20-second cooldown. Every time he puts poison out, it's reduced by 20 seconds. So this is just a passive extra hit where he does 3 attacks instead of just 1, and I believe all of them inflict poison, but I'm not positive there. So passive number 2 increases damage dealt to shielded targets by 30%. This is huge, especially for Abyss 1. And then he applies a shield break to 2 allied fighter units with the highest attack on the battlefield. Each time the ultimate is cast, permanently gains 10% magic res penetration, stacking up to 3 times. So this is up to 50% on extra damage on shielded targets. And let's see, 1 extra stack of magic res, 1 extra stack of magic res. So what that is he goes up to 50% magic res penetration over time after 5 casts of his ultimate. So he's going to be hitting really hard. He's a solid damage dealer and a solid unit all in all. So let's look at his ultimate, which is an auto ult. Dispels 1 buff from the target, Then basic attack turns into 3 consecutive strikes, dealing 3 instances of 70% damage, much like this first passive, and inflicting 2 types of poison on the target. For each stack of poison on the target increases damage dealt up to 30%. So this is the exact same as that other passive, except for it dispels as well. It lasts 20 seconds, costs 600, goes down to a cost of 500. So he's going to be doing this pretty often. He's going to be a really solid dispeller for Apocalypse 2. I think Fastidious did some testing and he got it so that at most there was ever only 1 stack of the Aegis counter on the boss. This is just a good attack here, all in all. Damage goes up to 90%, and it goes up to a 25-second time. So, there's a lot to talk about with this unit. There's a lot of places that he could be very good, but the main thing is bosses. Boss runs, this is your go-to with the Poison Squad. He's got a decent attack. He has got a 2-second attack interval, so you could drop that down pretty easily. And he costs... Let's see how much he costs. He costs 16 to deploy. So he's a little expensive. I think that's Yovar cost. But that's fine. He is a Piercer Esoterus, and he's got a lot of places where he'll be good. So let's look at his awakenings real quick. The shield break on A1 goes to 3 allied fighters instead of just 2. This used to be just allied units, and then it got changed to allied fighters. It would have been much better as units, not fighters, but details. I'm not a dev, and I'm not going to open up that big old can of worms. There's a lot going on up behind the scenes with that, with the content creators, and a lot of them are not happy with the way they did that. So A2, attack 300, solid. A3, his passive number 1, or no, this looks like his ultimate. Nope, it's passive number 1. So passive number 1 gets upgraded. Warp cast, or Flesh Warp can be cast 2 consecutive times. The number of targets affected by Awaken 1 increase by 1. So from what I'm understanding of this, it goes to 4 allied fighters instead of 3. Cool. A4 is penetration 5%, and A5. Enemies inflicted with poison deal 25% less damage to the hero. Each time the hero deals damage to a poison target, restores 1% of the HP or for the hero. A5 is solid for him kind of soloing things, but yeah. The A3 is probably the biggest awakening for him. A1 doesn't do anything really for him, but in certain comps could really be good for Abyss 1 in specific. You got Numera, Kigiri, and Wukong. And all 3 of them could get that shield break. So that's solid. But yeah. Did you get Vorn, or did you strike out like me? Let me know in the comments below. Let's do a single pool. Nope. Okay. Let me know in the comments below, and rub it in if you got them. Let me know where you're using them and how happy you are with them. That'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like my stuff. I completely understand if you don't have notifications on because of my sporadic release schedule, but if you do, I appreciate it. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.